Video of how to make stars. Sorry, I'm a bit sick right now. First, you start with your blackish, bluish background, whatever you want to do for the sky. That's just what I went for. I like to use this brush here, Technical Pen. I used to use what you were doing with the light pen, but I found that it is easier to manage what I want with this. For the stars, you can choose from a variation of whites, like a lightish yellow color or blue, but for the sake of this, we're gonna go with white. And what you're gonna do, part of the reason why I like using Technical Pen is that it gives you varying sizes. So I just usually just start out in one bit, and I make variations of big stars and little stars, because in real life, they're um some are farther out and some are closer, so they're gonna appear bigger and smaller. So if I'm lazy, which I a lot of the time am with bigger skies, there's something I can do. But first, I'm gonna get this area, and then we're gonna go in and we're gonna do little X's to give it a bit more variation to the dots in the sky. Get a little twinkle. If you can hear the littles in the background, no, you don't. Shush.
You can use it.
Okay, now that we have this little section, we're going to go to this tool up in the corner here, a little magic wand, and we're going to click on clone. We're going to position it over this, and then we're going to click on the brush tool. See how it has a little sparkles? You can tell it's all magical. And then we're going to go down to airbrush and the soft brush, and then we'll make it big. And then what this will do is it'll clone your sections. And I like to. Oh wait, this is all in one layer. No. Um. Yeah. Usually you do it on 2 layers. Let's pretend I did this on 2 layers now. It'll look a little wonky now, but it is fine. I'm just gonna add these around, and we can leave some gaps if we want to do a more blocked out look, as if there's clouds. And I think that's what we're gonna do here. Now, see, with my little mistake, it was actually a happy little mistake, because it gave me this faded look that I was gonna actually show you how to do. But for now, I'm gonna, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna just restart this real quick so I can show you something a bit different. So resetting. If you had done the dot method originally, sorry, I don't want this video to go too long, but it might end up being that. I want to be able to send it over text. That's my problem. We have our little patch. Let's do this clone thing again. And you want to move it around pretty chaotically, because you don't want it to look like it's too duplicated. Okay, so part of what you can do here, I'm realizing now what happened. I'm not putting 100% pressure on this, and I don't know what you're using to draw, but if it's pressure based, it'll make this a whole lot easier. Well, some of it's faded, but what I'm going to show you is you want to give it, I want to go over it with your erase brush and lightly go over it to make it a little more like that. And then you want to go over it on a new layer. That's not it. And you want to make new stars. If you want a really full sky, but you don't want it to be too crowded. I'm actually really curious if the Little's antics behind me is actually being caught on the mic. Okay. Now we have that. Clone. Now you do get this duplicate look, so if you want to just go in, and if it looks too repetitive in places, you can just erase some stuff. And there's my little sky. I think looking at these two, I prefer this one a whole lot more. I'll have to think about it in the future what I want to do. Okay, now the clone is just the lazy way of going about it. You could just individually go through and do each star. But okay. Key takeaways here. Actually, wait, no, there's one more step, sorry. So with this, you're going to duplicate it. See, this is part of the struggle, though, with the way this was done. It's just, you're going to go to Gaussian blur. You're going to blur it. See, what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to get this little glowy effect on the stars. But that didn't happen because I accidentally took the background with it. But it looks fine. If I wanted to, I could go in and, with the soft brush, just go in and add a bit of glow to them. Just pick a few stars out. Preferably not a faded one, because then it'll look a little wonky. I'm singling out these star ones, because with the way they are, it's showing that they'd be brighter. So that's how you get variation. What was I going to say? Right, key takeaways. Okay. You want clusters of stars. You want them close together. You don't want them too spread out, because that's not what it looks like in the sky. In the sky, they're all close together. What else? You want you don't want no repetition. See, part of what was bad with this example down here is it got very repetitive, and we don't want that. So if we can avoid that, we will. What else? And then it's not just about the glow. It can still look really pretty with just the dot. Usually, I feel like if you're seeing something with a bit more glow like this, it's going to be a bit closer to you. But if it's farther out, it'll look like just this little speck. What else? Don't be afraid to leave gaps like this, because that can be like where you have clouds and whatnot. Also, one other thing I didn't talk about with stars is that this, and it mostly has to do with the background, but again, I can't use this example, so we gotta use bad example, because I don't like this one. It got too repetitive. Usually I'm able to vary it out a bit more. The background isn't always just all blue and black. Of course it can be. It can be. But a lot of skies I tend to draw tend to have either a lighter bottom to that variation of where in the sky it is. Or I'll give them like streaks of like other colors in the sky. Because like the sky is pretty and it has various colors in it. So on a bad example, but the one that only has a good background. Anyways, there's my tips and tricks for how to draw stars. Yeah, I meant to draw a thumbs up. This isn't going well. I promise I can draw hands, just not right now. Yeah.